my computer. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, those watching the replay. I'm just going to go grab my computer because then I may be able to see your comments. I'll be right back. Okay. There we go. Hello, hello, whoever dropped on. It's a little dark. There we go. I'm just got my computer so I can look at, see if we can see the comments. Say hello when you come on. Say hello when you're watching the replay so I know who's watched it. And it also helps Facebook know you want to see my videos. Okay. There's my cursor. This is a great topic. Two women in the group had, I'm kind of combining what two women said, requesting that they were going through some struggles, right? And so I wanted to do a video about it because to me, these things are, I probably need to clean my thing. These things are crucial to me. I loved when they said these things because I'm like, yes, yes, yes. These are some of my favorite things to talk about, right? And because this is so common. I know, I'm in the middle of the day. I never live stream at this time. Hi, Carrie. I decided, you know what? I'm on a roll. I just did some YouTube videos I'm going to post later. If you don't know I'm on YouTube, I have like way over 600 videos. So if you ever want to binge videos on YouTube, you just look up me, Diana Marchand, on my YouTube channel. And I have, even from way back when I was a raw food chef and I would do raw food recipes, I started in about 2011. So you will see videos of me. It's hard to believe how young I look back then, you know? It's amazing. Like I look like a little girl almost. Kind of sad seeing myself now. I'm like, oh my God, I've aged. But anyways, the topics I'm talking about today are extremely important. So I know a lot of women feel this way, right? You're overwhelmed. You have so many things to do. And it's like, you don't even know where to start. Now, I get that way with my business because, you know, I have so many creative ideas. Hello, hello. Say hello when you pop on. I have so many creative ideas that I want to do for you guys, but they also require all the tech work and the recipes and the putting together of this and the putting together of that. And it requires, like, I think I need to hire a team of 3 or 4 people just to help me put all my ideas together. And so that sets me in overwhelm because I go, oh my God. So what happens with our head is we have all these things we want to do or know we need to do. And then what our head tries to do is logically put them together right now. And so when we try to put everything together and decide exactly how it's going to go right in the moment, it's too much for us to handle usually. Because what we see is that, okay, here I am now. I have these, 7 or 8, 10 things to do. How am I going to get them all done right now? That's what our head's thinking. How am I going to get them all done right now? I don't possibly see how that's possible. That's where we go wrong. From Germany, hello Germany. And another thing that I think so many women they look at how am I going to get all this stuff done the way my life is right now. I know that's true, right? The way my life is right now, how am I going to get all these things done? Because you've filled your life is so full and so cluttered with usually other people's stuff. I mean, it could be your job, full-time, whatever, your family. So you've got all these things in your life. You have not designed your life yet to do certain things for you. But no, that's just the way it is. You get to change that. And I think that women don't realize, yes, I can make changes. I can. Right away, we tend to go to, there's no way I can make a change. I just can't. That just stresses me out. I don't understand how that change can be made. There's just no way. My family would be unhappy. I can't quit my job. I can't leave my husband. I can't do, like, our head goes, bah, like that. It gets in like stress mode, and we try to figure out every step along the way for change to happen. And that's not possible. That puts you in overwhelm. So the overwhelm is created by you, your thought process, right? So when you want to stop the overwhelm, that means you need to change your thought process. Okay? You need to change the way you think of it, and you need to change your state. So you need to go from stressed out, blah, 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 which is chatter, 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 to quieting that chatter. Because we don't have creativity when we're stressed and we're in that mindset. We don't have, definitely more balance. You don't have creativity and you can't solve problems. So you cannot solve problems from a highly stressed state. So here we are in this high stressed, overwhelmed state, wanting to get ideas on how to solve a problem. So I want you to know that that's impossible from that state. So the best thing you can do is you can either go for a walk, right? You need to change your state. You need to stop the chatter. Now, what I do sometimes is I'll sit on a chair and just doing breath work. Inhale 4, hand on my heart, hand on my belly. Inhale 4, count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 2. Exhale, count to 6. Things like that. That it will take your focus away from your chatter in your head into your body. And you can picture energy coming down and through, and as you breathe out, exhaling down into the center of the earth, bringing any stress, worry, fear down into the center of the earth. And that's grounding you. So you need to ground, calm down, change your state. Now, for some people, sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, what I'll do is I'll go for a walk in nature. And while I'm walking in nature, I do my breathing. I do not think about the problem, the chatters, the thing. I look at the trees. So I get myself to be in the moment completely. And that's what that breathing does. It keeps you in the moment. It keeps you connected to your lower part of your body, not up here. And it gives you something to focus on. That is not your problems or your worries. So if you're stressed and overwhelmed, you want to get away from thinking about those in the moment, knowing you can't solve a problem from that state. You cannot be creative. You can't come up with an idea when you're in that state. So staying in that state, trying to figure things out, doesn't work. So just note that will not work ever. So the best thing you can do is take a time out, right? It's like, I'm choosing to take 15 minutes or whatever, not to worry about any of this. I'm going to go for a walk, or I'm going to sit here and do, mindfulness for sure. Do my breathing. So connecting, more like mindfulness. You don't want to be in your mind. You want to be in your body. And you want to be in the moment. Because when we're anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed, we're focused on the future. We're focused on, I don't know how this is going to work out. What if this happens? Oh my God, what if this happens? What if I don't figure it out? What will happen if I don't do that? Right? That is where we are. We're not in the present. And we can only live our life in the present, and we can only come up with ideas, solutions, by being calm and being in the present fully. So that is your action to take when you feel like that. It's a relaxation action. And it feels so good, but we never allow ourselves to do that because we think, well, that's stupid. I'm just wasting time. If I'm just sitting there and breathing, that's a waste of time. But actually, it's not. Actually, it's the best thing you can do. Because when you calm your mind, when you get your focus off the struggle, the busyness, the stress, the overwhelm, and connect to yourself, connect to God, whoever you talk to, you can ask for guidance from God, source, whatever. It's actually your inner guidance you're really looking for. And that is only heard when you are relaxed. Okay? And just know that you are doing the best thing for yourself when you do that. So that's how you can come into, and then, you know how sometimes you're laying in bed or on a holiday and you're at the beach or something, and you come up with a solution, or you remember something and you're like, oh my God, that's so true. That's because you're in a state of nice relaxation. So you can do that any time of the day. And people don't realize that. You do not need to stay in your stressed out state. You can bring yourself to center, to a much more calm, and like feeling more balanced state yourself anytime you want to. Okay? And that just means doing it and not saying to yourself, I just don't have time, that's not going to work, blah, 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 right? So that's one way, and that's the way that always works. So what you got to realize is that you need time during the day for yourself, right? Because if you're consistently taking in other people's energies, doing everything for other people, never once considering yourself or doing that to relax your nervous system, you will stay in overwhelmed stress, go into adrenal fatigue, burnout, whatever. And your life will just keep in that cycle. You'll just keep repeating the same cycles over and over again. And you'll feel like you're out of control completely with your life. Okay? You'll feel like, I can't control this, I can't control that, I can't. So what it feels like is everything's happening to you. Oh my God, this has happened to me now. What next? This is happening now. Oh my God, this. Why is all this happening to me? I'm trying to be a good person here. I'm trying to do my best. But really, you're just living by other people's stuff, expectations, to-dos, thinking you need to control everything, thinking you need to take care of everybody, but you are completely denying yourself, okay? And when you completely deny yourself, what happens is you will end up resentful, bitter, frustrated, angry, fatigued. It takes all the energy out of you because you're giving all your energy. You're taking in all the stress energy from everybody, but you're not filling up your cup, right? Filling it up with things that you love. So you're not replenishing your joy. How are you going to have joy when you don't replenish it? There isn't going to be any. If you're filling up, so you give all your energy away, then you fill it up with all of other people's stressed out, angry energy, needy energy. Where's the good stuff for you, right? But note that that's you. That's what you've decided is normal, right? And all we got to do is say, you know what? That's not normal. That's not the way I want to live anymore. You know, that's not the way I want to live anymore. Dula, what's she say? You don't have to prove anything to yourself. You are wonderful the way you are without doing anything. Yes, of course. Yeah, absolutely. But we really don't think that way. Like most women don't think that way, which is a real shame, right? They think I'm not good enough unless I'm doing for others. If I say to anybody, right? If you say, let's say, some people are so scared to say, I want my own time during the week or during the day, or I want to start putting myself first, because they're afraid if they say that, other people are going to judge them as selfish, right? Bitchy and selfish. What's wrong with her? My God, doesn't she care about her family? Doesn't she care about her kids? Doesn't she care about her parents? Because she's not, like she's saying she's going to put herself first. What does that mean? How selfish, right? It's so wrong. It's actually so wrong. If you don't put yourself first, you are not good for anybody else. You have no energy left for anybody else. You need to replenish yours. And that means, like, part of this, what we're talking about here is standing up for yourself and being able to speak your truth and say, this is the way I choose to live my life. I would love to be here for you guys and be supportive and loving. I desire that for myself. And remember, you give yourself that first. So you give yourself time for yourself. You give yourself love. You give yourself nourishment, healthy foods, exercise. You are responsible for giving yourself what you need. If you keep expecting other people to give you respect, other people to give you the time, I'm waiting for my family to give me time. No, that's not going to happen. You need to give yourself time. You can't expect other people to give you support all the time if you're not supporting yourself. You can't expect respect and love from other people if you're not respecting and loving yourself. That needs to come first. All right? So that's my message for today. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. And this is what I do in my groups with my women is it is totally about just changing the way we think, what our focus is on, seeing our patterns and behaviors, right? Like seeing, oh, this is the way I've been running my life for so long. This is why my life is like this. This is why I feel like this. This is why the actions I take are like this. This is why things are like this in my life. It's me. It's truly about taking full responsibility for your life. body, mind, spirit, all of it, and doing all those at the same time. You can eat all the right foods, but if you're not taking care of yourself, talking to yourself with love, respecting yourself, expecting respect from others, that's not a good thing. What I mean is you're not putting up with crap from others. You respect and love yourself enough to know you deserve to be treated with love and kindness. And that is how you also treat other people, right? So all of those things are extremely important, but it always comes down to you. You are the one who has control over that, and that is what you are to do in this life. So that's what it means by putting yourself first, is about making sure that you are living your best life, feeling your best, so that you can be your best for others. And it is their responsibility to be their best, to live their best life, to eat the foods that are good for them, to do the exercises that are good for them, to treat others good so that other people will treat them good. Each person, and that's your children, your husband, your parents. It is not your responsibility to make sure someone else is happy, healthy, living their life. It is up to them. Now, I'm not talking about 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. You know what I mean? Because you are responsible for feeding. But when our kids get older, when people are adults, it is their responsibility to take care of them. And by you standing up and being a model of somebody who respects herself, loves herself, treats herself well, eats well, exercises good, lives her best life, therefore is there in a positive, loving way for other people, then you are showing them that's the ideal, right? And they will look at that and probably model that. And if they don't, that's their choice. It's not up to you. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. And if anybody, I have 2 spaces open for one-on-one coaching. I do one session. If you want a 1-hour call with me, we can do 3 calls, like a package of 3. And you can get recipes too. If you want whatever you need, I can send you stuff that we talk about in the calls. I also do a 4-week one-on-one coaching and a 6-week. 6-week is only $100 more than the 4-week. So it's really the best value. But this way we do live Zoom calls or conference calls like that are video. We're talking back and forth to each other. And I help you specifically. Everything's designed for you. That's one-on-one. And it's not that expensive. And I do payments. So just know that that's available for people who would prefer to work privately than work in my groups, okay? And I do have a 21-day group called Up-Level Your Life, Busting Through Resistance, Sabotage, Procrastination, and really learning to let go of the stuff that doesn't serve you, to build a stronger, empowered you within you, and living your best life, right? Living with more energy, health, joy, freedom, things like that. That's Up-Level Your Life. And we just started Wednesday. We have our next live video coaching today. So it's totally time to get in. It goes for 21 days. All right. Much love to you. Take care. Enjoy. And I will see you in the next live video. Bye-bye.